Welcome back to the channel, folks. It is long overdue and about time that I give you a tour of the Wheelie Good stable. I say stable because that's exactly what it used to be. It used to be two stables. I'll come on to that in a minute. So stay tuned and let's go for a little wander. So come inside. This is my den of iniquity, my getaway from it all. This is where my dreams happen, and yeah, this is just Dave's Wheelie Good room. My man cave, for want of a better word. Let's go straight over to what it's all about in here. We'll go straight over to the bikes. I'll come back to all of this stuff in a minute. Like I say, a bit of a quick video this, and I'm only doing this because it hasn't stopped raining for the last 2 weeks here in Ireland. And when it is raining and I can't get out on the bikes, this is normally where I spend my time anyway. So I did think, well, what about just doing a little tour, a little walk around so you can see exactly where I do spend my time. Right, let's go to the bikes first of all, because I know that's really what you want to see. So, of course, there's a little mark on the seat there. I'll have to polish that out. I'll come on to the polishers in a minute and I'll let you know exactly what I use as well. Of course, this is the Street 77765 RS. I've told so many people recently when they say, what's your favourite bike? What's your best bike? I'm still in the middle of a love affair with this bike. I think that says it all. I'm lost for words, which is unlike me. I just think it's the most incredible bike. And again, you know, when you've been out for the day on a bike and you're sort of going back out the door in your garage or wherever you keep your bikes, this is the bike I would always turn around and just give a little last wink to, a little admiring glance. I'm totally head over heels in love with this bike. Now, moving swiftly down, I could seriously talk for the whole duration, by the way, of the video just about this bike. So moving swiftly down, my GS, I'm going to let you into a little bit of a secret here, folks. Well, first secret is that Zach, my youngest son, is the camera operator today. So this is absolutely brilliant, having someone follow me around with a camera rather than trying to do everything one-handed. So yeah, the other secret is my GS is up for sale. You probably guessed that if you've seen the last few videos. It kills me, really, as much as I love this GS. I'm looking to upgrade. I don't know if you've taken any hints or clues from the last few videos, but I am looking to upgrade. I shall leave that conversation there for another video, but I just can't say enough about this incredible bike. I was due to have a person come and take a look at it today, but unfortunately he cancelled because I think he's fairly new to bike and thought the bike might be a little bit too big for him. That's fair enough. He seemed a genuine fella anyway. But the bike's immaculate, as you can see. And you're probably getting the impression, well, I will come on to the polishes in a moment, but you're probably getting the impression that I do look after my bikes. I hope you're getting that impression, because I really do. So they're all serviced on time. They're constantly polished and cleaned and loved, I suppose, which is, you know, the key word here. Oh, God, I love that bike as well. I'm a very lucky boy, and I do know that. I really do appreciate that. And then this, of course, I hope you saw the restoration video I did on the VFR. When I bought the bike, I honestly thought, did I buy this one just because it was the first one sort of which came along? But you know, I looked around long and hard. I might not have looked around hard enough, but by the time I had all the work done, the paint work done, the rebuild of what was needed in the engine, and you know, the wheels powder coated and the front forks and everything, by the time I'd had everything done, I was left with this, and I just think it's a thing of beauty. It's one of the most incredible bikes to look at. This is 2007. Nearly 20 years old, and it still takes me breath away. And funny enough, every time I'm in a petrol station forecourt, this would be the bike people want to come over and talk about, even if they're not bikers. They come and see this. So bikes aside, now you might notice up here, actually, Zach, you might get a shot of the spotlights here. There are 5 spotlights because there used to be 5 bikes. And hopefully one day, Well, I know one day there will be 5 bikes again because there are plans aloft. That's all I'm saying on that. Over here, I keep, not that I really use these much, I don't know why I've even done this. This is the bike covers. Like, so before I built this garage, I might have mentioned in the intro there, it used to be 2 stables. My wife and my daughter, who are big into the horses and show jumping and everything, very kindly donated me 2 of the stables for a bike garage because my bikes were just getting ruined in my sort of makeshift garage that I used to have. They were dripping wet with condensation all winter. It was a bloody nightmare. And you may remember the Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 I had. I was worried about that because it was all chrome. I was worried that that was not going to survive another winter and start showing signs of rust. So I thought, right, I'm in this for the long haul. I need to build a proper garage. So these old motorcycle covers come from the old garage. Never really used them in here because it's all insulated and, well, spray insulation, so it's as dry as a bone. It really is great. Did a proper job on it. Look at the logo there as well. I'm really proud of that. So I got a company in to come and do a logo for me, and it was the worst thing I'd ever bloody seen. So I thought, I can't live with that. So I sent them home after a day, and I went and watched some YouTube videos and bought myself some cans of proper graffiti spray paint off Amazon. And I did that myself. So it's just to add a bit of colour, obviously. WheELIEGOODTV, the logo, if you hadn't worked that one out. So that's why I did that, just to put a bit of colour in, because that is very much the background when I do like garage videos talking about products, or if I've got something else to say. This is I always keep that plugged in, the tyre inflator down here. In fact, I'm looking down at the floor. We should have swept the floor, Zach, before we did this, because the hay from the horses obviously drifts in and out of here, so it is like a proper stable. And this, well, of course, every man cave needs a dartboard, but it also needs a seat here, so I can sit on long winter nights when I can't get out to ride. This is where I sit, normally with a cup of tea, and just sit and admire the beauty. I hope this resonates with you lads, because I do know how lucky I am and how fortunate I am to have a few bikes like this, but I'd rather sit and look at these 3 bikes and dream than sit and watching television. Seriously, I would. I could sit here for hours and just remember the times I've had, recall journeys in my head, and then, conjure up new trips and tours. A lot of ideas for my videos come from this chair as well. There you go. And talking of a boys' games room as well, this is a pool table underneath here, but it doubles up with the checkered flag surface as a presentation bench, like I mentioned when I'm doing those style of videos. Don't know if you can turn around so I can get a shot of that monitor up here, because what I use this monitor for, and this very long HDMI lead, is that when I don't have the luxury of Zach as my camera operator, actually, if you stay there, Zach, you can replicate pretty much the shot that I do. So normally I would set up a camera by myself, not the Osmo Pocket 3, what Zach is using now, but a Sony A7Siii gives me a bit of depth of field and slightly blurs the bikes in the background. Now look at this, I'm getting all technical again, so I'll stop there. But I can see on that big monitor exactly what my camera is seeing. So I don't need to go back afterwards and redo stuff. And again, this is only when I don't have the luxury of Zach. Actually, up there, we have a beautiful soft light as well, which not only doubles up as my sort of key light when I'm doing this style of video, but it's a fantastic light above a pool table. And it constantly allows Zach to whip my ass when we're playing pool here. Over here, this is my sort of pannier rack. It's normally a lot fuller, but I've got the other panniers on the bikes at the moment. So I keep my gloves all just hung up there and allow them to breathe, because one thing I was noticing, I used to keep them all in this sort of GS bag there. I could never find the bloody gloves that I wanted, so just simple, keep them on display like that allows me to choose the gloves for the weather on that day. Couple of spare windscreens. I've got these out at the moment just to polish everything up for the VFR, and I was trying different windscreens again on the VFR. As much as I love that bike, I've never really found the sweet spot with the noise of the wind coming off any windscreen. 4 windscreens I've tried, and a wind deflector. You know, I think I've tried just about everything. I still can't find the sweet spot. I used to have helmets all along the top shelf there, but the helmets are now in my office inside the house for when I'm doing sort of live interview type stuff, Zooms and whatever. You might be looking at the neon lights as well. Well, I hope you are, because my daughter very kindly bought me these the same Christmas as I built this garage 2 years ago, and I just think they're fantastic. Along here I have all my stuff, like for trips, like the light lock bikes. I use a disc lock as well. That's my puncture repair kit, and there my all-in-one waterproof covers. Down here I have all of the tools which I need to to fix anything around the house. My wife and I both call ourselves shit fixers, because that's what we do. We fix shit for the kids. What are you pointing at? That's a rather large bottle of Hop Out. It's empty as well. Who drank that, Zach? A rather large bottle of Hop Out. I remember getting that bottle. I don't think you can get them in. That came home from England with me, because I'd never seen a bottle of beer that big. I don't think we can get them here in Ireland. Maybe you can. I just haven't seen them before. My socket sets and all of my drawers for different things in. And then my tool bench. Every man needs a tool bench. Even though I very rarely sit here. Again, if I'm fixing shit, you might find me here. And of course, the obligatory reading glasses. This is the stage I'm at now, lads. I've got clamps everywhere here at the minute, and different camera attachments. That's one thing GoPro do really well. Their cameras are shit, but their attachments and their accessories are really, really great. So I have a tool for just about everything. That's something I've just built up over the years. You might be looking at that thinking, that's a GS sat-nav cradle. It is indeed, because I took this off my bike to put the new Chiggy system on the GS. And lo and behold, it took me 2 hours. You might have seen the video, 2 hours to wire the whole thing up. And then the following week, I found out that Chiggy have released a new system now where you just plug it into the cradle. You don't need to do any wiring, just slot straight into the cradle. Talk about timing. So that's pretty much. Actually, we'll spin around here and I'll show you my sort of polishing cabinet here. That stuff I'm always talking about. This is Meguiar's. It's a windscreen polisher. That's like one of my favourite polishers of my whole motorcycle world. That brings up every windscreen like new. It's unbelievable. And the other thing I've just found as well, now I've had some of these polishers on the shelf for 4 years and never used them. I used this 2 weeks ago when I was polishing up the panniers, when I was about to stick the GS up for sale. And the black plastics on your panniers and even around the bodywork as well. Now, only plastics. This is a bumper and trim gel. Actually, I did use it on the seat as well. It has brought them up like new. Actually, come up me. Since I've got Zach, I might as well take you on a little walk here. Actually, look, I'll show you here, rather than taking those other ones. Can you see that? That looks like brand new. Now, believe me, it was all weathered and filthy dirty because I'd just come back from the ABR festival a few weeks ago as well. So the panniers were just like used and abused, and they've come up like new. So that is brilliant stuff. Auto Glim bumper and trim gel. Not affiliated. They don't know I'm talking about them or anything like that. My favourite range of polishes, however, to get the bike looking incredible is the Auto Bright stuff. Absolutely love Auto Bright. It's got the ceramic detailers, ceramic sprays, ceramic quick detailer. I use that for all of the bodywork on my bikes, and it just brings the plastic and the shine up like glass. Can't say enough about them. Up there I have my camping equipment. I only ever use that really for the ABR, so I've used it twice. I bought the tent for the first ABR I went to only last year, and I said to myself, if I go to another ABR, the tent will have paid for itself. So I've just been to the second one. It has paid for itself. It's bloody amazing. I should do a separate video at some stage, like just a pop-up tent, like the whole thing is up, done, ready to live in for the weekend within a minute. So I need something like that in my life. I like doing things simply. So I think, folks, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy. You might see the little checkered flag things as well around. So I'm not finished. Is anybody's man cave ever finished? I don't think so. I'm constantly adding to this. Don't want to dwell too much on the security feature, but everything is got to be cameras now. Where you have, well, when I had one motorbike, the insurance company didn't seem to mind, but now they want me to have cameras and sensors and all sorts on the doors in and out. Anyway, if it keeps the insurance quote down, then so be it. Yeah, really hope you enjoyed the tour of my garage. Like I say, it'll be a work in progress, please God, for the rest of my life. And I shall keep you informed about hopefully some very imminent new arrivals. Thanks a million for tuning in. I know I started off this video saying it would be a quick one. I still hope it is sort of a quick one. Apologise if I did go on a little bit too much, but thanks a million for being here. Really hope you enjoyed it. Now you've seen exactly my, well, all of my world now. Well, not quite all of my world, but yeah, when I can't be out on a motorbike, I'm in here dreaming of being out on a motorbike. Thanks so much, folks. Dave Perry, Really Good TV, over and out.